is up, my brothers? Welcome to Mr. Potato, awesome fucking fitness tips, and we are here again live, talking about fucking fitness and how can we improve upon our fucking training. So yeah, today we are going to start by reviewing some exercises, and it's going to be the fucking dumbbell bench press. We have a beautiful fucking picture of Larry fucking Wheels. This dude is fucking awesome, the PR machine, Larry Wheels, and it was all so fucking cool to see his rise in the fitness industry, his rise in powerlifting back when he was so fucking young. I remember he was probably 22 or 23 years old, and he was, oh, the cat, listen, the live stream started. I'm going to come here and try to destroy everything once again. But back when he was just 22 years old, he was already smashing some fucking world records in powerlifting. And for you guys to understand how fucking crazy that is, strength takes a fuck ton of time to be built. It's not something that you simply come out of the gate destroying everything. Yeah, there is some genetic phenoms like Larry that right out of the gate are smashing fucking records. But it's really fucking weird and impressive when a guy that young is destroying records in the, I think he was at the 265 category, which usually there's guys that have a lot of fucking time experiencing with training, with PEDs, with everything that comes about powerlifting. And this dude was absolutely fucking impressive. And it's kind of sad that he suffered a bunch of injuries and wasn't able to keep progressing and keep breaking the boundaries like he used to do. But any fucking way, he built a solid enterprise for himself, and it's absolutely awesome, bro. What's up, Hop Deck? How you doing, my brother? Yo, thank you, bro. Thank you for the love, fam. Yeah. So let's start this shit. Let's start breaking down exercises here and see where this life is going to go. Wow. Yeah, we have the bench press here. We have 6 categories that we are going to be reviewing, and then some instructions on volume, landmarks, rep ranges, sets, rest times, reps in reserve, the loads and strength standards for you to follow to progress in this awesome fucking lift that is the dumbbell bench press. So starting with strength, you're building upon your absolute pushing fucking prowess using the dumbbell bench press. I think the greatest usage for the dumbbell bench press in the domains of strength is the fact that you are isolating each hand from another, so that we will expose imbalances in your pressing muscles, specifically in the pressing muscles that you are going to be using in other bench presses or in whatever other push exercise that you are using. And imbalances are a tricky fucking thing. Usually it's when one side is much weaker than the other side of your body that something breaks and something really bad can happen. So if you want to, the great thing on the dumbbell bench press as it relates to strength is exactly just that. It exposes your weaknesses and allows you to understand where are you fucking strong and where you are not. Without allowing one side to take the bulk of the load from the other side. Personally, I had issues with that. I used to, both on the bench press and in the overhead press, my right side would take over because I had better mobility on my right side from throwing sports like baseball and football, playing that shit for a long time. And I never noticed it that since I train in my living room alone most of the time, I never noticed it that the right side was taking over. And every time I benched, the bar looked like this, you know. This arm would go first and then the other would finish grinding the fucking rep at the end. And I used dumbbell bench presses to correct that after I pretty much demolished my shoulder doing presses like that. And a friend of mine came to me and said, yo, did you know that every time you overhead press, you extend the right arm first earlier than the left? And I never had noticed that shit, and fucking goddamn dumbbell bench presses helped me overcome that shit. And but for the for developing your overall strength to the maximum, then it's a little bit worse than the standard barbell bench. So we are going to give a fucking 4 for the dumbbell bench press, especially because of that specific characteristic that allows you to understand where are your weaks, which of your sides is the weakest, and that allows you not only to keep progressing on whatever type of pressing that you are doing, but also managing your accessories to target that imbalance, to target that weak side, and improve upon your pressing quality and eliminating imbalances that might be limiting your progress. And for power, for those that don't know, is expressing strength through speed, meaning applying the maximum amount of force that you can with the minimum amount of time. And to develop upon your power, the main thing that you need is to be stable. So since you are using the same thing that is a bonus for overall strength, is a weakness for power, because when you are not the bar itself, the fact that is the both sides of the barbell are in contact with both of your hands, it generates extra stabilization when you are pressing. Also, when you lower the bar to your sternum, when it hit the sternum, even though you're not, there's the bounce, there's all other things there that might be counterproductive for overall strength. When it comes to power, that extra stabilization is actually good for you. So the increased amount of stabilization required upon your body for expressing power is not really ideal. And another thing is that with the barbell bench press, you can add chains, you can add bands. There's a lot of fucking things that you can do to introduce extra variables to the height of acceleration that you are expressing strength through. So the standard barbell bench press is better for developing power, and adding those other variables like chains and bands will allow you to what's the word I'm looking for? Damn it. Will allow you to break through inertia and develop your fucking power better. So for developing your power, the dumbbell bench press isn't exactly the best option that you have, but hey, it's still better than most exercises. If you have a great technique, if you are really aware of your body and you have great coordination in the pressing movements, you can use something like a dynamic explosive reps to express power using the dumbbell bench press. It's just a worse option than using a standard barbell bench or other pressing movements that you have available to do that kind of shit. And moving forward, there's myofibular hypertrophy, the actual build of contractile tissue in your body, the building muscle size that will allow you to over time develop more strength and get really fucking bigger and fibrous, you know. For that shit, the dumbbell bench press is king. It's even better than the fucking standard barbell bench, because with less fucking weight, you will be able to develop more myofibular hypertrophy than in a standard bench press. In a standard bench press, for you to develop a great chest and develop your triceps and everything involved in the pressing movements, you need to get really fucking strong, you know. You need to get crazy strong. Crazy strong is a way of saying, because the internet disrupted our notion of what really fucking strong means. When I was growing up, when I was 15, 16 years old, you went to a gym and a guy is fucking bench press above 225 pounds, above 100 kilos. You would look at that guy and think, yo, this guy is strong. But after the internet, now that we can see every single genetic phenom in the world pressing 600, and suddenly a 100 kilo bench isn't that impressive anymore. So yeah, I lost my train of thought. What are you doing? Oh, how you doing, Angie? How you doing? Thanks for coming to the live stream, bro. How do I pronounce your name, dude? Can you try to type it in a way that I don't know how to say that Z, NZ, NG, and how would I say that? Yeah, so for myofibular hypertrophy, the dumbbell bench press is king for developing your chest. The incline variation even more so because it's going to hit the clavicular head of the fucking chest even better. And for sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, which is going for extra reps, going for more than 12 reps usually, and really taking all the fuel from your muscles out and generating a ton of metabolic stress, going to failure, going to as many fucking reps as you can. For that kind of development, the dumbbell bench press is also absolutely incredible. So you understand the theme here. For hypertrophy work, the dumbbell bench press is second to none in developing your chest. You will, if you use cable crossovers, that kind of shit doesn't fly for chest development, because once again, the cables, when you are using cables in pressing movements, the pressing movements are not like the pulling, the pressing muscles are not like the pulling muscles. The pulling muscles, they work in a kinetic chain. They are all integrated with one another, and the kinds of stabilization that your own body can provide to you and allow you to recruit fast twitch muscle fibers, and which are the muscle fibers that are more susceptible to hypertrophy, it's way easier using a cable that is applying constant tension to the muscle. And when you are expressing strength in your pushing fucking muscles, they are not connected together. So there's a lot of fucking regions that the force will have to travel, where there will not be a muscle engage generating that, how can I say this, a clear sign, a clear pathway for the force to travel through your body. So in the dumbbell bench press and any other bench press, one of the main things you need to understand is you need to stabilize your core. You need to engage your lats and your back and let the force travel through your back and your lats, so you can reduce the levels of instability that the pressing muscle themselves, because they are not connected, we will always have. So if you are pressing without an arch and you just sit there on the bench extremely fucking flat, without engaging your hips, without engaging your fucking legs, just go there and boom, pump your fucking chest, you are limiting your capacity to develop your chest, because you need that connection. You need to develop a structure, a base from which you press upon. Angie, all right, bro, all right. Yo, man, I'm doing fucking awesome, bro. Trying to stay alive, trying to stay afloat, but outside of that, things are awesome, bro. I'm feeling fucking great. I'm working, I'm training super. Uh, it's not regularly the word that I'm looking for, but consistently. I'm being able to be super consistent with my training. I ran this morning, I hit some fucking bench presses, I hit some fucking squats. So today is a fucking great day, and I did a lot of fucking cool shit in my 9 to 5 too that might reestablish my fucking financial stability for once. So good news in both departments, bro. Great fucking news actually. And moving forward in the dumbbell bench press is the range of motion, and that's another point where the fucking dumbbell bench press are absolutely awesome. The thing is, the barbell limits the range of motion that you can go to really emphasize stretching your fucking chest. And stretch mediated hypertrophy is really important. It's that overloading the muscle through that stretch position really yields gnarly fucking gains. So the dumbbell bench press, the barbell bench press, when you hit your sternum, there's really nowhere to go after that. But in the dumbbell bench press, since both dumbbells aren't connected to one another, you in the eccentric portion of the movement, you can simply rotate your fucking hands and allow the dumbbells to go even further and feel a fucking gnarly stretch to the chest, and that shit will yield awesome fucking results to develop the pecs primarily. So you will be using less weight than you use in a fucking standard barbell bench press, and you will put the chest through a bigger range of motion. So usually people struggle to develop the chest using the bench press, and for that reason the dumbbell bench press is so fucking great for hypertrophy, especially in the chest. And the fucking range of motion, you shouldn't be exaggerating the range of motion like a crazy person and trying to go all the way down, because when you are in this bottom position right here, when you are with the dumbbells right on the side of the chest, just feel a little bit of a stretch. Don't overemphasize the stretch like crazy, and then press it back up. But the range of motion is a little bit better than the standard range of motion of the bench press, which is already good. So a little bit over 4, not a fucking insane stretch to the fucking chest to deserve a 6, but it's pretty gnarly. Yo, what's up, Jakey? You're looking pretty huge. Ah, thank you, bro. Fuck, it's a t-shirt from a nutrition company here from Brazil that is specialized in powerlifting and bodybuilding. So I think they make the shirts in a way that emphasize muscles, you know. So it might be that, or I also put the camera slightly more a little bit farther from me, farther. So I don't know. Awesome, fucking awesome. And I'm working out like a crazy dude lately, so hopefully I will start to look at bigger and bigger as time progresses. And I stopped running and focusing on running like I was doing in the last couple of months. So now I'm going to focus on fucking getting stronger and bigger again. So as the days go by, I'll probably look bigger and bigger. Not steroid level, but bigger than I used to look. And how you doing, Jake? Your birthday is in a couple of days, no? Isn't it? I don't think it's today, but it's pretty close, right? And for injury prevention, the dumbbell bench press is also great. It's the same fucking logic that I said for strength. Because you can address the imbalances and it will expose the imbalances in your pressing muscles, you can then have a game plan to correct that fucking imbalances. And remember, guys, fucking imbalances are the main source of injury. Your shoulders get fucked up when your rotator cuffs are weak. If you have elbow pain, it's probably some real estate in the around the fucking elbow that is weak and generating imbalances. Every time you feel pain that you don't know why the fuck am I feeling this pain, start taking a look at your structure and see, well, okay, my triceps are fucking super strong. My biceps are not that strong. My brachialis is not super strong. The forearm flexors are super strong, but the extensors are not. Then it's probably the fucking extensors that are causing the imbalance. In the shoulder, it's usually the teres muscles, the rear delts, and the rotator cuffs that are generating imbalances, because the fucking huge fucking front delts are overpowering the real estate in the region. So always go around the fucking injury and the place that you are having trouble with pain, and try to find a fucking weak spot, and then address the fucking weak spot. Pick a fucking exercise that you can do a lot of fucking reps, that you can apply isolation to it, and correct the fucking imbalance. And I guarantee that you will experience relief from pain doing that kind of shit, bro. So yeah, the dumbbell bench press is pretty good for injury prevention, not for the same reason that other basic compound movements are, because usually basic compound movements, they also allow you to put so much pressure into the system that it improves tendon quality, ligaments, improves the bone density. But this is not what the dumbbell bench press will be doing for you as it relates for injury prevention. What it will do is expose fucking weaknesses and imbalances in your pressing muscles, so you can address your training and find a strategy to correct that fucking imbalance and get fucking strong as shit. Woo! Let's go, bro. So yeah, that's the fucking stat sheet for the dumbbell bench press. It's from 36 potential points. It scored 28. So let's add a little beautiful number 28 to the score, and then let's see how you can use that fucking shit, the volume, landmarks, and the other characteristics of the movement. So yeah, the score for the fucking dumbbell bench press 28. The other movement that we reviewed so far was the pull-up, and the pull-up scored a 34 out of 36 because pull-ups are gnarly, bro. You need to be doing fucking pull-ups. I even wrote a piece about pull-ups today that I thought to myself, yo, some people are going to get pissed with this shit because I said, yo, if you don't do pull-ups, you are stupid as fuck. Oh, damn it. Friday, nice, bro. Nice, nice. Friday, it's PR time. It's time for werewolf gains. Midnight squats, baby. Hell yeah. Let's move forwards. Okay, so MV, MEV, right below the fucking points. MV, MEV, MAV, and MRV. These are volume landmarks. How many sets you need to do to maintain your fucking pressing and everything you're trying to develop with your dumbbell bench presses. How many sets you need to do a week to maintain, to progress slowly, to progress rapidly, but with a little bit of with good fatigue management, and how many sets for you to fucking specialize in this fucking movement and develop as much chest as you fucking can. So kaboosh. The MV for the dumbbell bench press is 3 to 4 fucking sets. So if you want to maintain the development that the movement provided you, it takes a little bit of work. You need to be doing the dumbbell bench press once or twice a week, at least once a week with 3 to 4 fucking sets, because the movement, it generates a lot of sarcoplasmic hypertrophy. And sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, you gotta remember, it decays pretty easily. So if you are not banging that shit constantly and weekly, week by week, it decays. So that first ballooning down that we feel when we take a bit of a time off from the gym, it's usually because of the adaptations that happened in the sarcoplasmic hypertrophy domain, which are your muscles getting accustomed to receiving a ton of fucking damage and shoving metabolites to combat that acidity, to combat that damage. And this provides cell swelling, and this cell swelling, it goes back down fairly quickly. But the good news about that is that it also swells swells it back up pretty quickly too. So yeah, 3 to 4 sets to maintain your fucking development with the dumbbell bench press. 5 to 6 sets you are already progressing slowly, and 7 to 9 sets you are doing a pretty good job of progressing with the dumbbell bench press. You will experience a lot of myofibrillar hypertrophy, sarcoplasmic hypertrophy, strength, power, whatever muscle quality you are trying to emphasize. And the limits for fucking pressing movements, and especially this move in particular, is right around 10 to 15 sets. Going too overboard in your pressing, it's always a bad idea for your shoulders. Your shoulders take a fucking beating in any heavy pressing, and more than 3 times a week hitting 5 fucking sets, or 5 times a week hitting 3 sets of the same pressing fucking movement, it's a little bit tricky on the recovery. You will probably start to overtrain if you go above that threshold. So that's it for the volume landmarks. And let's see rep ranges, sets, rest times, and reps in fucking reserve. The rep range is usually a little bit higher than in the standard barbell movement. If I was talking about the regular bench presses, I would say to you to go from 4 to 8 reps tops. Even 4 to 6 is staying within 4 to 6 in the barbell bench press is really intelligent to keep progressing, because to progress on the barbell bench you need to get fucking stronger. And going too high on reps, going to 10, 12 reps, you will progress, but you will progress way slower than if you emphasize a lower rep range. And in the dumbbell bench press, it's completely the opposite. Always focus on going for 8 to 12 12 reps or even more reps. It's more about feeling the fucking muscle working than just moving the fucking weights like in a standard barbell bench press. So the rep ranges for the dumbbell bench press go for 8 to 12 plus. You can go for to failure, you can go crazy in this movement. It's a hypertrophy move, and it's potentially one of the best hypertrophy moves you can use for chest development. The sets is 3 to 5 sets. It's pretty standard. You will see that most of the exercises I will always say is, yo, 3 to 5 sets. 3 to 5 sets is always a great number of sets for a single movement in a single workout. I would only suggest to go above that if you are doing like a specialized day. Let's say today I'm going to fucking squat. Today I'm going to just barbell bench and really focus on developing my coordination and ramping up the weights. And today it's bench day, it's squat day. Then you can go a little bit further. You can go to 6 to 8 sets, but 3 to 5, it's pretty good for the dumbbell bench press. Since we are not always for the rest time, since the dumbbell bench press allow you to use less weight than the barbell bench press and promote more hypertrophy, it's better for hypertrophy in every fucking category. Then the rest times are really lower, because the thing that increases rest times like crazy is when you are destroying your central nervous system, your capacity to express strength. If your central nervous system is not fresh before a set, you are really doing a disservice for yourself if you don't take your time to rest. So in a squat, in a deadlift, yo, rest 5 minutes, rest 10 minutes, rest as much time as you need to fucking perform. You need to maintain your performance and improve upon it. If that takes 10 minutes, yo, it's better to wait 10 minutes and hit your 5 to 6 reps fresh and introduce a gnarly stimulus to your central nervous system than resting 2 minutes and doing a fucking shitty job of stimulating your fucking body with a heavy fucking compound move. In the dumbbell bench press, it's completely the opposite. You are going for more reps, and you can reduce the rest times to 2 minutes to 4, as long as you are hitting close to where you were hitting in the set before. That's a great rest time. So let's say if you aim to 10 reps in the first set and you rested for 2 minutes, and then you are suddenly hitting just 6 reps, then rest a little bit longer and aim to hit at least 8 reps in the next fucking set. Yo, what's up, TSJ? How you doing, my brother? What's up, Lee? Yo, thanks for coming by, bro. Thanks for coming by. And lastly, reps in reserve. In the dumbbell bench press, just make sure that there isn't anyone around you when you are throwing the fucking dumbbells to the floor, and go pretty close to failure. You can go to failure 100% in this movement. Make sure you are not like grinding and you are in one hand is going further than the other. Try to focus on that idea of using the ability to isolate each side and use that to expose your imbalances. Focus on that. If there's an imbalance happening when you are pressing, that's the end of the set. You should either lower the weight and correct that imbalance, make one side catch up with the other, or if there's no imbalance and you can go fucking nuclear, go to as many fucking reps as you can. So at least 2 reps in reserve. This is not a movement for you to be conservative about going fucking crazy, you know. Every time we are talking about hypertrophy training and movements that emphasize a lot of fucking hypertrophy, you need to enter the mindset of the grinder, of going for grindy fucking reps. While in movements that emphasize a ton of fucking strength development, you don't need to grind at all. You just need to focus on being precise with your technique and aggressive with the reps that you are introducing to the exercise. So moving forward, there's the deloads. Deloading in the dumbbell bench press is pretty basic. It's the standard advice for any deload for anybody in the world. If you are a beginner, meaning if you are training for pretty much 1 year, you need to be deloading in the dumbbell bench press. This means reducing your volume by 50% and your fucking intensity by around 50%. I know that is fucking hard to do. You are accustomed to go in there and fucking bench pressing 225, and suddenly the next week you are going to go under 120. It's pretty mind-boggling. Why should you do that? So but do that. Always introduce your fucking deloads, because you need to refresh your systemic fatigue, and your body requires that for you to keep progressing. In beginners, that is less of a priority. So every 4 months, every 16 weeks, you need to be introducing a deload. If you are starting to get a little bit stronger, you are an intermediate, you are training for 1 to 3 years, then every 8 weeks is more of the frequency you should be deloading. And when I say, if you are an intermediate lifter, I assume you train correctly in those first 3 years, and you develop gnarly muscles, you develop a good performance. And sometimes people don't understand that, where they think, yo, I'm an intermediate, I've been training for 1 year. Yeah, but you've been training for 1 year with the shittiest program in the world and have half-assed effort. So if you are in that position and you fucking didn't develop strength at all, then no, don't worry about deloads. You are pretty much a beginner. You can be training for 10 years and still be a beginner if you don't learn how to train properly. So, but if you did and you actually went there and developed fucking strength and size, then every time you hit the gym, it's a fucking havoc on your system, and more deload starts to be required for you to keep progressing. So that's why for the intermediate, it's every 8 weeks, and for the advanced people, the guys that are fucking super fucking strong and big, and I'm not advanced myself, just to make it clear, every 4 weeks. Every 4 weeks, you need to be deloading and reassessing everything, introducing a wave loading pattern and something or an accumulation phase if your goal is primarily hypertrophy, because the progression is never linear. It is linear only in the first year, and from intermediate on, the progression is not linear anymore. You need to be paying attention to a lot of variables of your training if you really want to milk the best fucking results that you can. And strength standards, which pretty much determines where you are sitting right now. And now that I think about, I should put the strength standards before the deloads, because then people already know what the fuck they are. So yeah, the strength standards is pretty much 0.5% of your body weight, 0.7% of your body weight is the threshold that you should aspire to be hitting with a dumbbell bench press as a beginner. You need to develop the strength to go to that threshold as fast as fucking possible if you can't right now. And from there, you will be milking really sick gains. And this movement doesn't require you to be extremely strong. So you will notice that it's significantly lower than in the barbell bench press. For intermediate lifters, 0.90% of your body weight is a great goal to have. So for a guy, a tiny dude like me that is 170, that's pretty much 155. So two dumbbells that amount that combined are 155. It's fucking cake to press that shit. But the awesome thing is that with so little fucking weights, you can get insane fucking chest development from the movement. So I only don't do dumbbell bench press myself because I love barbell bench press, and the barbell bench press is one of my best lifts. So the ego boost that I get from the fucking barbell bench, I can't live without that shit. So I focus on the barbell bench press myself. But yo, suit yourself if you want to develop your chest. If right now you are feeling that your chest is underdeveloped, use the dumbbell bench press. You don't need to be extremely strong to develop your chest with it. And for advanced lifters, 1.1% of your 110% of your body weight, it's pretty good. It's more than that, you are really specializing. Then you are being some crazy motherfucker like Larry Wheels and pressing insane amounts of weights in this fucking movement, bro. What can Potato Cat bench? The Potato Cat can't bench, bro. It can't bench. This cat, it simply cannot be away from my lap when I'm sitting on the computer. I tried. If I put her in the bedroom, like, and close the door. She destroys the fucking bedroom and makes a scandal for me to open for her, and she comes to my lap. So yeah, she's an integral part of the live stream. So yeah, bros, that was the fucking breakdown of the dumbbell bench press. Let's take a look at Quora. Like, oh, yo, the chat. Larry is a scary human being. I wish I could meet him. Seems like a great guy. Yeah, bro. I'm a fucking fan of Larry, bro. And I don't know if you know his story, but he came from a really nasty background. His mom was like pretty. She was a drug addict, if I remember correctly. She moved to San Martin for a couple of years while he was in his formative years, so he couldn't go to high school, and it was really a weird place. And he was doing crack when he was like 16, 17, and I can relate to that. And seeing what he was able to do with that, like when he got the opportunity to develop his fucking powerlifting career, he just put everything aside and focus on that. It's really impressive. And I also think that he was really smart with his business decision too. His business decisions was pretty great. Fuck, man, I fucking hate this fucking light. It starts to get stronger as the live stream goes further, like, and I cannot fucking find a way to make the light stop putting me on supernova. Ah, fuck. Enjoy that, bro. Informative. Let's go, Lee. Let's go, my brother. Hell yeah, man. I'm going to be doing this for as many exercises. I like doing that shit. So I just don't know if afterwards for clips it doesn't get too fucking long. So I need to figure that out, to find a sweet spot where I'm giving enough information, cool information, but not so much information that people are not going to look at the fucking video, because who is this motherfucker talking for 55 minutes about deadlifts and hating every single aspect of the movement. Yeah, awesome, man, awesome. Yeah, I did the one that I did for the deadlift. That one was, I don't remember if I, no, here it is. This one I spent 1 hour reviewing, and there the video is in the same playlist that this video is going to be later. But yeah, that was, this live stream was the worst live stream I did so far. The live stream that I fucking made this Dungeons and Dragons character sheet for the deadlift. Everybody went away, so I'm trying to find the sweet spot, man. Because, yo, although I would love to have somebody giving me all this info, I would love how to get this shit for free, but it's a little bit too much for the casual viewer. So yeah, let me see what else. He had a hard time growing up. Not speaking the language of your schoolmates or teacher makes education virtually impossible. Yeah, man, it's fucking gnarly, man. His story is really compelling. I really like his honesty too, like even with the steroid shit. Like from the get-go, he was 100% open and said, yo, man, I'm taking this and this, and you cannot reach this level of strength cannot be reached without taking a ton of shit. And now that he's off the shit and he's showing the difference, it's always pretty illustrative, like, yeah, the guy was deadlifting 900, inching on a 1,000 pounds, and now he's struggling to when he started the TRT and training natural, he was struggling to move 600. So it's really awesome to see that difference. I think Pete Rubbish is doing a great job at the same exact thing, being open about things and not pretending that you are Superman when actually the drugs are doing a lot of the heavy lifting for you. What else? My jeans has had problems with hot water in the showers for the last 3+ weeks. I know cold showers are excellent, but I'm sure you can understand how hatred it brings out of people. Listen, bro, if you are training for hypertrophy, cold showers are a big no-no, bro. The the cold actually it constrains your blood vessels, and it reduces the amount of adaptation that you are going to get from the hypertrophy work. You when you I don't know exactly mechanistically out of my head, I think on the top of my head, mechanistically what is happening there inside the fucking muscle cell, but I can guarantee you 100% that for hypertrophy work, cold showers are a no-no, and cold plunges and everything. What you the thing that is good for you to use cold showers is for things that require a ton of fucking repetitions. So let's say you are practicing a skill or something that involves a lot of coordination, then that is fucking awesome, because you are not seizing the neurological adaptation that you're going to get. Even for strength work, if there isn't a metabolic component attached to the fucking adaptation that you are trying to promote, then the cold showers are fucking excellent to get you to make you able to work out again in the next day. The cold shower will accelerate your recovery like fucking crazy. But in the hypertrophy, you don't want to accelerate the recovery unless you are accelerating recovery by introducing a ton of fucking testosterone and exogenously to your system, allowing for protein synthesis to happen faster. So yeah, cold showers for hypertrophy, no bueno. But for other athletic endeavors and developing other muscle qualities is pretty crazy to accelerate hypertrophy and allow you to introduce more reps. Yeah, cold showers. Cold showers before training apparently no, it is fucking great before the fucking training, because the cold shower releases a ton of fucking adrenaline in the blood in the organism, and that adrenaline lasts in the system for up to 9 hours. Not exactly cold showers. The effects of cold showers will not be that great. It will be good. It will release something, especially if you enter the cold shower and you shiver and you fucking feel cold as hell and you want to get out of that shit as fast as possible. Here in Brazil, it's hard to do that because it's just most of the time it's pretty hot, and the water on the shower is, even if the shower is turned off, it's hot. It's hot all out of the pipe, you know. But when the winter comes, the winter is coming. Winter is coming. House Stark, you know, baby. And yeah, then the cold showers start to be effective. So, but if you don't have a super cold fucking shower, to get that adrenaline pump, you need to be using cold plunges with ice and shit. Yeah. No, bro. Here in my city, I tell you, you will not be envious of my or fucking weather, bro, because here is so fucking humid, and it changes all the fucking day. Like in the morning it's cold as shit, and if you go outside you catch a cold, and in midday, like at lunchtime, it's extremely hot, and then it plummets to the ground at night again. It's like living in a fucking desert. It's stupid as fuck. And all that is humid, you know. So you need to have a fucking air conditioner, or you are feeling like you are exploding. You can actually see that I'm fucking sweating right here, like talking, you know. It's terrible. Fuck, it's really terrible. I really prefer the winter when things are just cold as balls the entire winter, because then I know what to expect, you know. If I need, I just put a jacket on and I'm fine. Yeah. Yo, so let's move forward to the next fucking segment of the day, which is a natty or naughty. Let's go. So yeah, bros, let's do a fucking natty or naughty and revise what we already have on the board here. We have Zac Efron and the Liver King as absolutely fucking naughty as shit, because these dudes are taking a fuck ton of stuff for sure. Young Ronnie Coleman, which I categorized as phenom, because Ronnie says that he was natty all the way up until he was already competing in the Mr. Olympia competition, and when he got there, he learned about the stuff that the other guys were taking, and nobody believed that he wasn't on fucking all the steroids in the world. But then the dude started taking all the shit and he ballooned up into the biggest fucking alien that we ever seen. Which, when I say alien, is a compliment because I find it extremely awesome that he became that fucking gigantic. And yeah, bro, that physique from him, this physique, look at this shit, bro. Where is the fucking Ronnie Coleman? Whoa! Look at this dude, bro. No, bro, this is insanity, bro. Imagine a natty looking like that. Only the greatest fucking muscle building genetics in the fucking world can look like that as a natural, bro. He has striations on every single portion of his leg. And he's massive, bro. Massive. Fucking Ronnie, bro. I fucking love Ronnie Coleman. And yeah, we also have here Hugh Jackman, which I listen. He has weird veins, you know, but he's tiny, bro. He might have some fucking diuretics there. There might be something going on there. But when guys like Greg Doucette go like, he's for sure taking everything in the world. The dude is tiny, bro. Anybody can look like fucking that. And have you ever seen a fucking 45, 46-year-old dude that lives for fucking 15 years? Because it took him 15 years to get into that crazy shape. He did 2 or 3 movies where he was looking like dog poop. And then he started to look pretty decent doing fucking deadlifts and training really heavy and shit. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I've saw people fucking develop great bodies using proper training, you know? And yeah, and we have Henry Cavill here, which is a lot of people fucking insist that Henry Cavill is taking a ton of shit. But bro, I put my hand on the fire. I'm going to make a video about his workout routine because it's one of the most beautiful fucking things I've ever saw a fucking Hollywood transformation guy talk about, you know. All the other transformation that I've watched online, it made no sense. Even Hugh Jackman was saying just bogus shit, just stupidity, you know. But Henry Cavill presented a beautiful fucking structure that I looked at that and thought to myself like, yo, if this dude is really doing this routine for like 5 to 6 years, he can look like that 100%, you know. So I put my hand on the fire. Yeah, natty as hell. And Brad Pitt is just gorgeous, bro. He just was born with Adonis genetics, and he will die looking good. He's kind of like Iggy Pop, you know. Like he will still look like kinda jacked, kinda like the dude can take all the drugs in the world and use heroin and just bash his head against the wall, and he's still in a shape that you look at it and you think like, yo, that good is in shape for a 65-year-old heroin addict. I don't, sorry Iggy Pop if you ever watch this. Here I'm apologizing to Iggy Pop. Think of the megalomaniacal complex in my head, bro. Damn, bro. So yo, today is fucking Chris Hemsworth. Oh shit, I forgot to take the fucking, oh no, I forgot to take the image out. Let's fucking do this. How can I improvise this shit so my fucking face does not get covered every time I put another image on the fucking screen? Yo, clunky. Why didn't I look at this before? Boom. Here. Let's find this fucking shit. There you go. So hopefully my ugly ass face is not going to be covered the next time I pull another picture from Chris Hemsworth. So Chris Hemsworth, natty or not? Look, bro. The guy, this picture right here is when he was preparing for the last movie where he played fucking Thor. And he's been playing Thor for 12 fucking years. So if you ask me, hey, can a dude look like that after 12 years of like, yo, I'm going to dedicate my life to becoming Thor in real life, to becoming a giant fucking motherfucker. I would say maybe with with Vikings genetics that he might have, he might have ungodly awesome genetics. He sure as hell does have it, but to get to this point, I want to see consistency. And another fucking thing I wanted to touch on is that, bruh, Thor. Thor should look like this, bruh. Thor should look like fucking Eddie Hall, fucking insane fucking beast of a man, It's kind of sad that Thor is just a pretty boy, like being low in a low body fat percentage in a battlefield, bro, as a Viking. Go fuck yourself as a Norse fucking god. This is how a fucking Norse fucking god coming out of a Drakkar ready to rape and steal your fucking life, Yo, this is how they should look, So, yo, salute to God of War for designing the best depiction of Thor in my books, because it looks like a fucking strongman. It looks like a fucking beast of a human that would fucking ravage a village with a battle axe, And back to the pretty boy Thor, the Thor from the Marvel Universe. Boom! Here's his starting point. This is 1 year before he fucking played Thor for the first time, looking absolutely hubba hunk. And bruh, this progression is pretty gnarly, pretty suspicious. It's a year of progression. Right here, he looks like a regular dude, like he has a decent fucking build, but it's not like, yo, this guy is going to play Thor. He looks like a superhero. No, he looks like he belongs in a teens magazine, a 13-year-old girl magazine, And then he comes out of the sudden looking saucy as shit. Okay, but this is not like, yo, impossible to be achieved. He was already pretty athletic as a kid, and before this point, I think he wasn't a kid anymore. He was like 26, 27. I might be wrong on his age, but he wasn't like a teen, And bruh, this is achievable, but he's a little bit too beefy, But then he didn't really explode it out of the sudden. He maintained that same good filled up physique for a long fucking time. As the movies, as he played like one Thor movie or one Avengers movie right next to the other every fucking year. And then, bro, then this fucking movie, Bad Times at the El Royale, came, and I looked at this movie, and this was so weird for me, because I remember I looked at him and I thought to myself, yo, Chris Hemsworth is looking like shit. He's skinny as hell in this fucking movie. What the fuck is going on, bro? And I thought to myself again, like, bro, he still looks better than me. He probably looks bigger than me in every fucking shot that he takes in the movie. But so to illustrate my body dysmorphia, like how much I'm fucking, our perceptions of what is big and what is not is distorted, But hey, he's not in Thor mode here, right? Absolutely not in Thor mode, you know? And this discrepancy in size, bro. You guys know what can make that happen so fucking fast now, right? Like, if you are not on the sauce, my brother, and you used to be on the sauce to show off your fucking muscles, then bruh, you are going to deflate like a balloon. And right after this movie, he had to play Thor again. And what happened? He exploded the fuck up again. So this fucking shit, and especially the I don't really like to use the delts and traps as higher concentrations of androgen receptors excuse for taking steroids, because like some people have great shoulder development and great trap development, but when you are big and then you are small and then you show up with giant traps and fucking rear delts exploding out of your head, bruh, that's a fucking blast going on in your butt cheeks, That's a fucking harpoon full of test, primo, and fucking tremble on, bro. This dude 100% took shit. And right after that, in the 2000, he needed to do another fucking movie. What the fuck happens to his physique? Goes back to a normal, regular human being size. He needs to go to Thor mode yet again. Kaboosh! These giant traps and delts and everything fills the fuck up. But when I really, uh, like, I already thought he was taking shit all the way from the first movie. But when I really got like, okay, there's 0% chance that he's not taking a ton of fucking shit, was in this picture, bro. Because here, bro, he's looking exactly like a retired bodybuilder. Look at the skin quality. He's looking great. He's in great shape. It's like take a look at Jay Cutler today. He downsized so much from reducing the amounts of stuff that he's taking that it has a skin quality that you only get when you just crunk your fucking shoulders like crazy, and your body is accustomed to having so much more mass, and when it shrinks it back down, you get this weird skin quality to the shoulders, you know. And shoulders and biceps primarily are the two things that I always look at them and I think like, yo, there's something funky about the way this muscle looks, you know. Like Larry Wheels that we were discussing just a couple of minutes ago. He also has that, you know. Now that he is just on TRT and not blasting gear, his skin qualities, his muscles look like there's too much skin for that muscles. Because he used to be so much more massive that the skin doesn't have time to go back to a point where it is tight again. So yeah, Chris Hemsworth, bro, 100% juicing his mind off a cliff. Let me edit this transformation here because it's going to get clunky. Boom. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. So yet again, nah! Come on, Chris Hemsworth. I want to reduce this image. Oh no, there's another image of you here. Okay. Hell yeah, Chris fucking Hemsworth. Ah, oh, damn it, I forgot to fucking adjust the image. Damn! Clunky fucking live stream is the name of this live stream, bruh. The clunkiest. But we keep rolling, no problem. Gaboosh. Chris Hemsworth, bruh, right alongside the Liver King and Zac Efron, is a naughty fucking boy, and this was Natty or Naughty. Let's move forward to whatever the fuck you guys want to do, bruh. Let's go to the chat. Greg Jones, starting at the beginning, love the info. Hell yeah, Greg. Hell fucking yeah, bro. I'm going to break down way more exercises then, because I really dig doing that. The Natty or Not, it's like, it gets more traction on the algorithm, so I'm doing them for now. But I'm also in a bit of a dilemma, you know, like, do I want people that don't want the information that I really want to share? You know, like I'm not really that interested in doing Natty or Nots and like speculating on drama and shit. What I really love to do is like talking about training and how to improve upon your training. And it's weird, bro. It's weird because one type of content goes super fast on the algorithm, the other ones, the more informational ones, I think the people that like that kind of content stay, more of them stay, but it's so much lower. It's like when the video that I produced just for pull-ups just today, it's going to get like 20 fucking views in a day. And the other content like the Natty or Nots on Henry Cavill gets 600 views in a matter of 24 hours. So that is fucking weird. So Bhupendra Rahul, bro, is Eddie Hall also juicing? 100%, bro. 100%. Right now he's probably at TRT. I would say that he's not trying to push the envelope, but to compete at the level that these guys used to compete, And to maintain that kind of fucking gigantic size, it's impossible for you to not be fucking juicing, you know. And it's pretty to the levels that he took things. Like Eddie was like probably 120 and 130 kilos and already juicing, and then he ballooned the fuck up to 181, bro. That is the kind of fucking damage to your system, to your endocrine system, that for the rest of your fucking life you will be juggling drugs to maintain your system functioning, and if you can do that. So I think he will slowly, I don't fucking know, because when strength is your identity like it is for him, like Eddie Hall will never be able to feel good about himself if he's not the the biggest dude in the room and strong as fucking hell. I don't imagine him like absolutely giving up everything that he had, all the development that he had, and just living a normal life like Geoff Capes, which was one of the first world's strongest men. Like in his later stages of his life, he just became a regular ass dude, like super fat and strange actually. And yeah, I don't see Eddie going that route. But on the other side, there's Bill Kazmaier, which was one of the greatest strongmen and powerlifters of the 80s in the 80s, and he's still jacked as shit up into his 70s. I think he's pushing 80 right now. So he probably took a smart approach with using the fucking using steroids, probably something pretty similar to how TRT works today. And people, TRT is fairly recent if you look at it historically. But Bill Kazmaier maintained a great fucking physique throughout his entire fucking life. So maybe Eddie has the same contacts as Bill, and he will be able to maintain his size. But I don't know, bro. I don't know, the pressure of social media and all that shit. That's a weird fucking thing to be dealing with. So, bros, let's take a look at Quora. See if we have any questions. If you guys wanna pull any questions you guys want me to cover here, any topic you want me to cover, just post on the chat. If you wanna talk about anything, just say it, and I will try to give my 2 cents on it. So yo, for those of you that don't know what the fuck is Quora, so Quora is the place that I came from. I'm a writer on there, and I write fitness answers for whatever person that is crazy enough to ask me the question. So you can go to mrpotato.quora.com and ask any questions related to fitness to me, and I will do my best to cover them either in this live stream or in a proper article. So we have a question here from a guy named Grow Guy. How you doing, Grow Guy? Jack of all trades, master of one. Okay, I think he's growing weed, bruh. He's growing that kush kush. Hey! My daughter is 8 years old. What would be an appropriate workout routine to do with her? Not looking to get jacked, just maintain a healthy weight and gain some strength. Bro, uh, no, there's two ways to go about this. Okay, first thing is you just go there and you do your workout, and if your daughter is interested in what you are doing, then you play around with her. You don't do a proper routine, a structured approach to the kid. You just let her play around. You say some create a fucking game, something fun, something that will not make her dread doing a fucking workout. Because if you take your kid and you say like, okay, now let's do fucking push-ups, then she's going to dread working out and think that it's a fucking the last thing that she wants to do. So hang out with her. Take don't even treat as your fucking workout. When I was like my daughter was 8 and I was like doing deadlifts, and suddenly she comes to the fucking to the space that I used to work out, and she wanna be around me and wanna pick up some weights and do whatever. I just play. I used to stop my fucking workout and just play around with her and make she have fun with the barbells, with the dumbbells. Make she pick a dumbbell up, maybe pick a fucking plate, and put the plate overhead. Yeah, there you go, girl, and that kind of shit, because it made her interested in training, like later in her life, right now that she's 17, she likes training. She doesn't have bad memories of me like going to her and saying, that's not how you pick a barbell, come on, brace motherfucker, get up. No, no, fuck that. That's not how and 8-year-old doesn't have the attention span to train properly. So wait until she's 12, 13, 14. It's the formative years where the kid starts to be able to understand abstraction. When a kid is 6 to 10, before the kid hit puberty, it actually doesn't have capacity to generate abstractions of their own. The stages of your life that you start to develop that capacity in the brain is in puberty. So when you see a kid that is insanely crazy doing some great math, it's not really because it understands math. It's just because it absorbed the information and is able to repeat that information, but it's not doing original abstractions from that information. So wait until the formative years, the initial stages of her development, the 8 years old, 9, 10, 12. During that time, just play around with her, just let her have a good time working out with you, and do your workouts separately. And if you really want to do a fucking laser focused workout, if you're not, since you say that your goal is not to be super jacked, it's just to jacked, is to just maintain your health and weight and gain some strength, then bro, with a 30-minute routine, well designed 30-minute routine, you can do that. And maybe find a way just find a way to, while you are trying to improve upon yourself, you have a good time with your kid too. That's my best advice that I can give you, bro. uh oh, and I remember when I was a kid, I started in capoeira, and I was like 4 years old, and I did capoeira up until my 9 years old. And the thing, I think my obsession with fucking strength training and training in general was from that time, because my master in capoeira, Master Pop Line, he was like a giant 6'6", 260 pounds dude, jacked up on steroids. And when I was not paying attention to the things that he was trying to teach me, he just let me be a kid and do whatever the fuck I wanted in the gym. He just said, yo, don't bother the other people that are doing this shit right here, but if you wanna do handstands the entire class, go do handstands the entire class. And when I was paying attention, he was really kind and really generous, and helped me develop his skills and learn how to kick and how to jump around and do flips and shit. And when I was not paying attention, let's say when I fucking learned a fucking flip, a fucking backflip, I okay, that's all I'm going to do from now on for my entire life. So I was just fucking crazy kid, looking like I was on amphetamines, bro. Yeah, that's it, bro. Have a good time with the forky kid. Introduce her to your fucking workouts, but don't demand her to fucking train with you. Just let her have a good time and focus on it, and try to do your and do your best to do your own workout while you are there with your kid, if it isn't impossible for you to train by yourself. Okay, let's move fucking forward. What's up, Coop the Coco? Hope you're doing great, Mr. Potato. You've been killing it with the uploads recently. Hell yeah, bro. I actually, this weekend, I had to pick up a job to fucking cover my bills this month. and I didn't upload it. I didn't do any live streams and wasn't able to upload. But my objective is to upload at least 2 videos a day and write one new article on Quora, because I repost a lot of the older articles, because I wrote 3,000 of them. So there's a lot of shit that people are never going to read, so I can recycle the material. And yeah, right now my goal is doing that while juggling my 9 to 5 and juggling. Right now I don't have a social life, but yeah, I need to make this content creation shit work, because bros, it's fucking awesome. It's the first, like, I'm asking for donations to fucking make have a little bit of cushion so I don't go bankrupt. And when people send the fucking donations, they send the gnarliest messages, bro. It's heartwarming, it makes me feel like what I'm doing makes sense, because there's guys saying like, I couldn't squat to save my fucking life, and I competed in powerlifting and squatted 400 pounds last month at 62 years old. Thank you for everything that you do. Here's $20. You know, like, you cannot. I can't express how that makes me feel. Other dudes that lost, like, since they started reading my articles, they lost 200 fucking pounds. Like, it's I know I'm doing something nice here, something good for other people, and that's the pretty much the thing that motivates me to come here every day. And I'm going to force this thing to work, because I never felt like that before in my life, like doing something that is effectively directly helping other people 100%. I used to work in a software with a software that was for the to cover taxes, to help people like pay their taxes. But I think, like, in a world where taxes doesn't exist, where the systems here of taxes here in Brazil isn't so fucking complicated, I'm useless, And right now I'm thinking, like, in a world where all the bullshit and the smokes and mirrors of modern life doesn't exist, I'm helping other people either way. So that's really is something that I feel extremely proud of doing. So, yo, yeah. Enough about me. Let's move forward. I think my daughter is coming home right now, and the dogs are going to go crazy, or not. The dogs are not really excited about that. I think she's mistreating them. Let's see. We have some questions here. Was one question that I really wanted to cover, but I don't remember where it is. Yo, it was this one from Ryan Sullivan. How many consecutive workouts for weight training exercise such as bench or squats would you consider to be at a plateau for increasing weight? Here we are working with the maximum recoverable volume, the maximum amount of volume that you can introduce to a fucking lift, to a fucking muscle, and not completely desensitize your fucking body. It's usually right around five consecutive workouts with 3 to 5 sets in each workout for that specific move. And every 4 weeks, you are already going to be desensitized. So if you are introducing that crazy of a volume, every 4 weeks, you need to take a break, you need to take a deload and stop going crazy. It's pretty much that. And then when you reduce the weights, you allow your body to keep progressing in those lifts. One thing that I would do here, instead of doing this approach that we just talked about, is to introduce a wave loading cycle in those 4 weeks. And so if I'm doing like squat and bench press and like consecutive workouts, it's not a really great way to go about it. You need to be taking at least one day of rest between one squat workout and another. If you don't need rest after squatting, bro, you need to squat heavier And that is 100% truth, you know. When I'm saying squat heavier, bro, think about it this way. If you squat with 80% of your 1 rep max for 8 reps, meaning that you are leaving for 6 reps, correcting it, you are leaving probably 2 to 4 reps in the tank. And that is already enough stimulus in a squat for you to need a fucking rest day. So if you are not needing rest from one squat workout to the other, you are probably using 60% of your 1 rep max, and that's not really the best gains that the squat can give you. The squat and the bench press and the deadlifts, for that matter, they require you, if you really want to progress in them, you need to face fucking heavy weights. You need to overcome your fear of heavy weights, because a lot of people have I know I had that. I had fear of getting stuck with the bar on my back or getting fucking stapled on a bench press. And you need to overcome that fear. You need to learn how to go to your limit without pushing the boundaries where you're risking injuring yourself. And that's just a matter of paying attention to the bar speed. If you pay attention to the bar speed, then you understand, okay, the rep is starting to get grindier. Don't come down. Rack the bar, you know? Like a fucking grindy rep on the squat or on the bench press is already informing you that, yo, this set will yield results and I don't need to go further than that. When I see people, that's what I'm not going to talk badly about other fitness influencers in the same space that I am, which is pretty much commentary on natural bodybuilding. But there's guys that I see, bro, and they have fucking tiny fucking chests, and they train every muscle with the same fucking approach. And the chest is not a fucking muscle for you to be grinding fucking reps. It's a muscle for you to fucking develop with a lot of fucking strength and expressing that strength through with power, with fucking intent and aggressiveness. And that's what's going to develop your pressing muscles the most. While on the back muscles, I can understand, and even smaller muscles like biceps and delts, they can take a big a fucking beating, and going through higher reps and going to those grindy fucking nasty reps are pretty intelligent on when you are programming and when you are executing your workout. But for squats and bench presses, bro, no way, bro. Stay at 4 RIR and you are going to be fucking fine. So consecutive workouts, don't even think about it. Try to go heavier and make sure you are resting from one day to the other. If you do a fucking Bulgarian method or something like that, which you go fucking super extremely heavy on fucking squats every single fucking day of the week, make sure you are doing like the guy that designed that, Abdjayev, I think was his name, and shove a ton of fucking D-ball tabs up inside you so you can survive that shit, or you are risking fucking dying, bro. So, oh fuck, the camera froze for a second and I kind of got a little bit. No, the memory on the PC is starting to run off. Let's close the fucking Chrome because Chrome saps a ton of memory. And let's see the question from Cup of Cocoa. What would you say the most effective workout pattern is? Full body every other day, push and pull days, or is something else more effective? I switch between these and do not know what is best. It's pretty individual, bro. When people start to get fucking crazy about the training split, I start to think like, yo, have you ever worked out? You know, I'm not saying like you. I'm saying like when experts starts to say, no, push pull legs is the best thing that ever happened in the world. The upper lower is the best. Full body is the best. Bro splits are stupid. No, there's a time and a place and a style of training that bro splits are the best. There's another one that using antagonistic muscles in the same workouts are the best. It all depends on how you fucking feel, and it all depends on what you are trying to achieve. So to me, if I was trying to reach like right now, I'm going back to strength training. I'm going back to trying to get fucking big and strong again. And after a long period where I was focusing on running, And now I'm going to use a full body workout, because the full body workout, I'm going to develop my strength on the main lift super fast. So I'm going to use full body workouts on the Mondays and Wednesdays and Fridays. And on the other, on Thursdays and Tuesdays, I'm going to do a more of a bodybuilding style workout, just to pump up my fucking biceps and my shoulders and make me feel good about myself, you know? So it all depends on your fucking goals. Which one do you prefer? Do you prefer to use push-pull legs, or do you prefer to use full body workouts? Have you ever tried to do a bro split and really use 3 to 4 exercises for a single body part and destroy that body part in a way that you need a week to fucking recover that shit? To be able to do that properly, it requires like a ton of experience in the gym and knowing how that shit should feel. But when people bash on bro splits, I think, yo, bro, have you ever trained in your life? Have you ever used a bro split and fucking use a priming exercise and then use an overloading exercise, then put a finisher on top of that, or maybe 2 finishers, one emphasizing sarcoplasmic hypertrophy and one adding a stretch component to the muscle? With 3 to 4 exercises to a single muscle group, you will have the greatest stimulus for hypertrophy. If the goal is just hypertrophy, bro splits are potentially the best thing that you can do. Push pull legs right up next, because you are slicing the recovery ability of your body in more days of the week, you know? And if you are doing something more foundational, like what I'm doing right now, full bodies and upper lowers. Awesome. You are developing strength back and building size, not emphasizing size, nor emphasizing strength. It's a great scenario to use more of an upper lower split or a full body split. But if the goal is fucking hypertrophy, 100% hypertrophy has different mechanisms that you need to be hitting at the same fucking time. So a bro split and a bigger split like a push-pull legs are way better than using a full body, you know? But my favorite is using full body and use the foundation on Big 4 as the meat and potatoes of my workout. So what do you think, bro? What do you think of all that shit that I've just said? Should I clip this shit? Yeah, I'm going to be, I think tomorrow, I'm going to review some exercises like I did in the beginning of this one, and I'm going to build a training program in the live stream. I'm going to prepare some slides and like I split for a power building, essentially the power building template I'm going to be applying for myself and from my brother, which we are going to be doing a series where I'm training him. He's 44 years old. He'd never trained before, and he's fat as fuck right now, and he's a sedentary dude, 44 years old, fat as fuck, and he's going to jump in a fucking power building workout with me, and we are going to see his results happen live, you know. So I think that will be pretty great for the guys that are just starting. I know there's a lot of people that doesn't even lift it, that in my little Iron Path community, there's a lot of dudes that don't even lift, doesn't even go to the gym, and they like that kind of my articles there. So showing a guy, like a regular guy going to the gym for the first time, and I'm going to bring his squat and his bench and deadlift to the best of my ability and bring his physique to the next level. So I know it's going to be super awesome, and I'm stoked that I was able to convince him to do that, you know, because over the years I always say to him like, "Yo, bro, let's get in shape, bro. You're looking like shit." And he never wanted it, you know. And he works with me in my company, so now that we are kind of depending on this YouTube shit, pulling off this YouTube shit and the Quora articles and shit. Now he's up for the challenge. Like, he will be my fucking test, my subject for my craziness here. So it's going to be fucking awesome, bros. Yo, I'm going to end the live stream right here, and thank you guys for being here with me, and stay on the iron path, my brothers.